Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Teranzo here, and today, oh wait, I think I forgot something. And I'm here with another Legends video. So today, we'll be looking at this tier list that just came out. I'm recording this July 4th, so it might come out a bit late because my internet's being dumb. But enough about me. I think tier lists are quite subjective. Like, it's very hard to tell. They seem more opinionated, if anything. Like, you have to take your own experiences into account, and it's harder to take other people's experiences because they're all gonna have different stars and different opinions. So I can just pick any random unit on here. Some people might think that Super Vegeta is on the OB tier list. However, if you don't have him, or you have more stars than him, or you have less stars than him, you might think otherwise. And therefore, it's harder to really justify the most position on a tier list. Anywho, I've never actually done this type of video before, but I'm going to be trying just because, hey, I think any tier list that receives criticism is always a good thing for the community. You know, it gives everyone a rough idea of who's where and why. So yeah, let's just continue. So we're going to start from the very top. At the moment, I can already see something that I don't believe is correct. I think Vegeta Blue should just go up one. I think he's in a tier of his own. I think he's broken the game in terms of power creep. I think he makes every unit that they power creeped a bit. Even all the new ones that came up, just because of how strong he is. His ability to nullify basically any form of cover change basically just makes him do true damage all the time. True damage as in basically the damage you would do if the person had no defenses at all. Which is basically dumb. He nullifies healing, he nullifies endurance, you can't cover change against him, he does a lot of damage, he draws strike cards really often, he increases card draw speed if he's up against support types, he does a lot of damage, he has support capabilities because he has a cover change. He also can't be debuffed. Like, he's just stupid. Like, I could go on, but I don't see the point. He's on one of the best teams in the game. God Key, Future, Fusion. I'm gonna stop there. You already know how strong he is. Z tier, or Z plus actually. Now we move on to OP, or AKA, I could call this Z tier. So, got Race Trunks. I'm assuming these aren't in any specific order, so let's just keep on going. Race Trunks, really good. He provides supportive and defensive capabilities to Future, Hybrid Saiyans, as well as Vegeta family. Almost forgot the name. Yeah. The fact that he can take Rising Rushes by reducing his sum count is really good. He can still do a lot of damage as well. That's what makes him really strong. Overall, he's a really good unit. And yeah, he definitely deserves to spot up it. Elephant Vegeta, very similar to Race Trunks, has supported capabilities for his team by just fighting, whereas Race Trunks is just taking hits. So, he also can reduce his sub count when his team getting bodied. He can tank relatively well. He has a green card that heals. His ultimate locks in. He's on one of the best teams in the game, aka Future, God Key. But, yeah. Zenkai 7 Beerus, very strong. He has supported capabilities for his team as well. It's very hard to like dispute Zenkai 7 units. They have really high stats as well. He's just really strong. Purple Zamasu, also a very strong unit. He has healing, he has cover change with his strike cards, as well as defensive capabilities with that cover card. His ultimate can one-shot most characters in the game. He does more damage to everyone. He is on one of the best teams, and he only buffs, and he's the only character in the game currently, July 4th, that can buff the powerful opponent, which is definitively one of the best teams in the game. It just isn't there yet in terms of Z ability bonuses. Kefla, a very straightforward unit. She does a lot of strike damage. She can heal most of her damage that she takes because of her green card and her main. She has increased card draw speed permanently. Her ultimate can nullify endurance as well as feint. She's on one of the best teams in the game. Fusions, she can be used on Female Warriors too. Her combos last forever. That means she can get Rising Rush very easily. She does a lot of strike damage. She does have support capabilities of her team by taking damage. Overall, really good. Moving on, Zenkai 7 Cooler. Again, his team's not the greatest at the moment, but that really doesn't matter. He's so strong, he basically carries his team at the moment. yeah, not much to say. He does a lot of damage. He can take hits relatively well. His supporting capabilities are through the roof, giving his team crit rate. His crit damage is insane. And yeah, that's about it. Not much else to talk about. He's still a Z7 unit, so he has Z7 stats. Z7 obviously being like the highest stats of the game. Charlotte, he's basically a Zenkai 7 unit. Charlotte has one of the best teams in the game as well. Does a lot of damage. Takes damage very well. Has one of the best Z abilities. He's on the God Key team now. Not much else to say. He's really good. Alright, so that's Z tier. Z tier is perfectly fine. I think everyone up there deserves it. I don't think anyone below deserves it. So let's carry on. So now we got Z tier. Got Majibu. Yeah, his T's fallen off. Overall, he's still really powerful, so I can see his place with him. Yellow transforming Vegeta. Yes, he's really good. He's only been in the game once, so I guess it's harder to determine his viability in the meta, but if you've been playing fusions, you know how powerful he is to go up against. Or if you haven't been general, you know how good he is. He does a lot of damage. He can one-shot a lot of units in the game. Oh yeah, let me stop here actually, because I know people are going to get confused, but when you make tier lists like these, you have to take the current meta into account, but however, you also need to take colors not into account. You can't take colors into account, otherwise the tier list will be impossible to make. For example, Vegeta Blue in my opinion is the definitive best character in the game. However, you get body smacked by LF, Vegeta and Beerus or Kefla who's below him just because they're green. Therefore, it's very hard to determine the placements if you look at colors as well. So you're trying to look at the units' individual capabilities and what they do for their team in terms of Z ability and what they do in battle, etc. So, moving on, we're on Rose now. Rose is very good. He debuffs the team just for being alive, or just for being there in general. Has a great Z ability. He can still do a lot of damage. He can nullify his type disadvantage, which is really good. That makes blue units not do as much damage to him, basically limiting his weaknesses. Zenkai 7 Goku. Really powerful unit, has great stats, does a lot of strike damage, and has supportive capabilities for basically any team he uses on, because his supportive capabilities apply to anyone. However, the only problem I find with this guy is that his team is Dragon Ball Saga or Legends Road is pretty weak or limited at the moment. You can use him on Saiyans, however, so I guess that bumps him up a bit. I'll still say he's not Z+, but Z is good. Super Vegeta, still a very powerful unit. His green card does give him defenses and makes him not debuffable. He gets stronger just for playing the game, which is always stupid. I hate units like that because they're pretty brain dead, but Legends made them, so yeah, he's here. His Ultimate nullifies endurance, he has cover strike cards, so he has the force supportive capabilities. You'll notice that a lot of units have some sort of excel in more than one area to be strong. Supportive capabilities are very important, especially considering the current meta where you make one mistake and you lose a character, or you just lose the game in general. Having the momentum usually leads to quicker and easier victories. So being able to just come in and say, hey, what's wrong? And yeah, it's very annoying. But it still does a lot of things. Or, you know, don't get cocky, etc. They're all annoying. Alright, cool. Red Gotenks. Again, one of those simple-minded units. Does a lot of strike damage. Has some decent defensive capabilities. His transformation is timed, so it does limit his viability, but if you time it well enough, he's pretty good. Pre-transformed, I don't think he's great, but he's still okay, I guess. So yeah, his transformation being timed, I can see why you put him on A tier instead of S tier, but hear me out. So before Legends Zenkai 7 or Trunks came out, I would say that he was S tier just because Hybrid Saiyans really did need that red. And I don't think Fuses needs him that much. I think if Extreme Gogeta was here, he would be on the S tier. But obviously he's not taken into account because it only looks at Sparkins or the new Extremes that came out, which is the Extreme Super Warriors. So I think in terms of Hybrid Saiyans he's S tier, but in terms of Fusions he's A tier. So we'll leave him here. Zenkai 7 Gohan, he's really good. He's strong, last man standing. He's also Zenkai 7 stats. He's very powerful. He does more damage with Hybrid Saiyans and Sun family members. Overall, a really powerful unit and definitely deserves his space in this. Wait, is this Z tier? No, this isn't Z tier. Alright, if I kept saying Z tier, I'm stupid. It's S tier. Alright, cool. We got Frieza. Golden Frieza. Okay, I don't think Golden Frieza is S tier. I think he's A tier. His T's fallen off, not to mention that his defensive capabilities are appalling. After 60 timer counts, he doesn't do much damage anymore. He does do more damage to Saiyans, which is great and all, but as you can see, if you look at the tier list, less and less Saiyans are about, more Hybrid Saiyans are starting to show. stuff like that. It's really just, I don't think Golden Frieza's S tier. A tier, sure. Top of A tier, sure. I don't think he's S. That's my opinion. You can, if he's like, okay, let me say this. He can be S. Okay, I'll leave it there. If you think he's S, he's S. But I think he's A. It's just, he's like in between. Like if there's like an A star or S minus, he's there. Omega Shenron, really good. Again, he's one of those units that everyone says, oh, but Vegeta Blue's there. No, it doesn't matter. We're not looking at that. If Vegeta Blue wasn't around, or you're not fighting a Vegeta Blue, this guy will walk through your team. His blue card busts his whole team, which is really good. His ultimate is one of the hardest hitting ultimates in the game because it hits everyone. His green card's busted. He's just so strong. His team's great, Regen and GT. He's on fusions as well, but I wouldn't recommend using him there. So yeah, LF Frieza, another one of those units that everyone says is bad, but he's really not. He's one of the best characters in the game. His support capabilities for his team is disgusting. I think he's better than Purple Cooler, but not by much. Purple Transformer Cooler, by the way. But not by much. Being able to heal your team, holding the blue card, strike cover, healing, strike cover change, cover cut damage, he's really good. I think I 7 Trunks, really good as well. Does a lot of damage, provides great utility for his feature on Legends Road. Overall, really good. He can take hits really well. His team does need a bit of help with Legends Road. However, future, he can stay there, you know. Vegeta Blue's there, but you know, not everyone has Vegeta Blue at 6 stars. Come on. Alright, Purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Okay, a lot of people have said this guy isn't great anymore, but that's just a big lie. If you use this guy, he's really good, does a lot of damage. His blue card can lock you in, which is still really good to this day. He still does a lot of damage, he can still heal, he's still a great synergy with his teams. Overall, he's a really good unit. He's literally right next to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which makes sense. They're both pretty much the exact same. They both get key on switching, they both do a lot of damage. I say agree Super Saiyan full power Goku does more damage. However, his defensive capabilities are lacking. I mean, he can heal with his ultimate, but if you can survive a combo from most of the purple units in the game, then sure, you can heal that up, but I doubt it. Blue Transformer Vegeta. Not much to say about this guy. This guy's always been good. He does a lot of strike damage. He's on great teams. His team's only gotten better as the metas have passed. So yeah, he deserves a spot there. If you're not using him, use him. He's great. Purple 21, again, she's came back a couple of times now. More people have her. More people are starting to understand why she's so powerful. She heals. She does a lot of damage. Her team's great. Regen. Andrew's fallen off, but that's fine. Her Z ability is amazing. Giving HP to any team, always a good thing. Her green card. Sorry, I needed to cough there, but I decided to hold it in. The green card is really good. It's very disruptive. It heals her. She gets strike cards and switching in. Her combos last long. Really powerful. Transforming Trunks is basically in the same boat as Vegeta. I think he's better just because he has more supportive capabilities and is on better teams. Well, more teams to be honest. He's on hybrid Saiyans as well. Yeah. Full power Frieza. Everyone also gained the same crap. Oh, full power Frieza's not that good because his endurance gets nullified all the time. Yeah, but what happens when you don't fight someone that faces him? That doesn't have endurance, because trust me, not everyone has endurance nullification. He still reduces key on switching. His team's not great, so I guess you could move him down if you wanted to, the same Golden Frieza. But I think this guy does more than what Golden Frieza is capable of, so no. He can tank hits very well. His blue card can still one-shot most characters in the game. Extreme Launcher, my Extreme Launcher is 2 stars. I don't have enough experience with him. But just reading his abilities, he's very powerful. S tier might be a bit of a stretch, but I don't know. He does a lot of damage, I know that much. He gets increased card draw speed for just having LS alive. He doesn't have to be a Super Warriors. You can run a red purple team, which is pretty weak because of Vegeta Blue or the current meta, whatever you want to call it, or Zenkai 7 Cooler. He's just, I don't know. We'll see. The color's not that important. Let's just say he goes up against a team where there isn't any blues for every game he plays in. He's really good, man. Just reading his stuff, he's really good. Alright, now we're on to A tier or decent tier. I prefer A tier. We've got Super Saiyan for Vegeta. Okay, sure. He gets key and switching in, does a lot of blast damage, but he can't tank hits very well. Krillin and Tien, again, not much experience, I can't say. But I would assume that they really synergize pretty well. I know that event's a disappointment. I've heard videos about it, but yeah. Green Future Gohan. He's the only viable green hybrid Saiyan at the moment, so I can see why he's so far high up here. Not to mention that his green card is very disruptive. Switching out someone for 20 seconds is a very long time. If you do it twice, you basically just locked in your opponent. So yeah, he can nullify his attack disadvantage. He does a lot of blast damage. He does more damage to androids, which isn't a very common team at the moment, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. But it might be useful in the future, you know? Blue Support Goku. I'm not going to call him Feek or whatever. Blue Support Goku. Really good. His support capabilities are through the charts. He reduces sub count. He can heal himself. He does a lot of damage. That's basically it. He's just a really good support type. You should be using him if you have him. Yeah, A tier, sure. Purple God Goku. Okay. I use Purple God Goku quite often, and I would say he's S tier. He's very annoying to fight against. He reduces arc cost by just switching in. He's busted in terms of damage, in terms of defensive capabilities. He can heal. His green card is super disruptive. He has one of the best abilities in the game. He's on movies and God Key. Like, I can see why you want to put him on A tier, just because not a lot of people have him. And Purple Zamasu just came in the game and kind of replaced them, I would say. Like, if you don't have Purple Zamasu, which most people might not have or might have, I don't know. I use this guy over Purple Zamasu. I think Purple Zamasu is better feature than God Key. That's just me. Alright, cool. You can put him on A tier, you can put him on S tier, it's your choice. He's not better than Purple Zamasu, but I wouldn't say he's A tier. Purple God Vegeta, A tier is fine, does what he's supposed to do, locks in opponents, kills them, comes out, etc. Baby, he's fallen off, his team's not as great, well, Region's not as great. GT's still pretty good, but again, they're not strong either, so that's why he's here, otherwise he'd be S tier. Kaken Goku's transformation is limited, that's the only problem he's had. If his transformation wasn't timed, he'd be S tier, maybe even Z tier, because he does stupid damage when he transforms. Has a really good Z ability, he's on one of the best teams in the game, does a lot of damage, nice. Blue God Goku. Okay, Blue God Goku can tank really well at the beginning of games, but after certain kamikatsu have passed, he basically gets rid of his defensive capabilities for damage, which isn't great because obviously he's aged quite a bit in terms of his stats. So yeah, he's still really good though, you should definitely use him, but he's not as good as he used to be, and he's definitely been replaced by Vegeta Blue. Next, Green Gogeta. I was gonna call him something else. Again, very simple unit, does a lot of damage, has decent lost stand units, semi-pseudo support as well, really good. Wait, no he's not, never mind. Wait, is he? Crap, I don't remember. Okay, he's good, just leave it there. You guys know what he's about, you know what he's all about. He's not better than Kefla, but he's more fun than Kefla. That's just my opinion there. Alright, base transforming Vegeta. Base transform, Jesus Christ. I don't know how many mistakes I've made already. Okay, red base Vegeta, really good, has one of the best abilities in the game, doesn't do that much damage, but he has great defensive capabilities. You should definitely be using him. Ella Piccolo, only been in the game once, however, his team's pretty blast based, which makes him not the greatest on his team, so I think A tier fits him pretty well, but I think as he gets more blast based units, I think he'll rise up the tier list. Blue 21, only been in the game once, so it's hard to tell. The more stars that we get on her, the better. But if you have her at 40 stars, you can see why she's A tier. She's really good. Her team's great. Synergizes pretty well with her team. Great supportive capabilities. Let's move on. Red transforming Frieza. I don't think Red transforming Frieza is that great, but A tier is fine. Purple Cooler again. I think Ella Frieza is better than Purple Cooler, but it's really close. So yeah, I think Purple Cooler is S tier, not A. But yeah, it's fine. You can argue A tier, you know. Yellow transforming go on. His team's falling off. Makes sense. Hybrid Saiyans is still really good, but Rage Trunks is basically just replaced him, just because Rage Trunks has better supportive and defensive capabilities than Yellow Gohan. So yeah, Purple Bojack, really good. Still has one of the best cover changes in the game because it basically nullifies everything except for Rise and Rust, which is really good. The movies has fallen off, so that's why he's A tier. But if that wasn't for that, I'll probably put him S as well. Blue Broly, really good. He's a Zenkai 7 unit, so I'm not surprised. However, he's not amazing compared to the others. He doesn't really do anything too special. The same with Goku Black, doesn't do anything too special. He gets stronger when more opponents are defeated, which is rare in some cases. Depends how bad you stomp your opponent. Yellow Soul, still aged really well. English, he's still aged really well. Really good. Team's not the greatest at the moment. He's definitely fallen off the... okay, 80 is fine for me, I guess. LF Goku. Namek Goku to be specific, really good. Again, more people learn how to play against him. However, he's still a great unit, still a great last stand unit, still can do great damage. Overall, impressive. Next, Greek Haiken Goku. Nothing too special about him. Does great damage. He can tank rallies as well. Not really though. Especially when he does. I don't know. I don't think he's A tier, but I haven't used him, and I guess this might be still too early. My opinion, I think he's B. He doesn't do anything great, but yeah, sure. Kakarot Goku. Yeah, A tier is fine. Has one of the best abilities in the game. Giving character Goku HP is really good. Goku's always going to be a viable character in the game. It takes a while for him to start rolling, but he can one-shot most characters in the game with just fate into the blue card. So yeah, now we're into the B tier. Blue Gogeta, yep, makes sense. He got replaced by Transform Vegeta. Red Bardock. Okay, if you ignore the Vegeta blue thing that I was saying, or the Zenkai cooler thing that I was saying before, Red Bardock is easily A tier. I don't know why it's B tier. Yeah, having to lose a teammate first for him to transform sucks, but I mean, if you can wait out 50 counts, he becomes a problem. He nullifies tactics of ones, he can knock in an opponent, he does stupid damage, he has great last man standing capabilities, he has a cover change mechanic which is always great because making mistakes in this meta is a no-go because you always lose if you make mistakes, and being able to nullify mistakes is very good. Janemba's not great, he's very single-minded, like just, oh, I do damage and that's about it, nothing special about him. Green Baby, there's so much better green hybrid Saiyans on the team. He doesn't help GT that much either. Beta is fine. Buhan, not a lot of people have him either. Buhan's fine. He's aged quite a bit. His damage is still there, but his defensive capability is falling off. Red Trunks, he's A tier. I don't know why he's B tier. He's only been in the game once, so I can understand that why. But if you actually use him, he's A tier. Being able to lock in your opponent's really good. Nullifying type endurance makes it over doing stupid damage. I know he gets to be in for a while to start doing damage, but that doesn't really matter. He's still really good. He can tank hits relatively well as well. Overall, I think when more people get him, more people get stars on him, he'll start to shine a bit more. However, I would say he gets outshadowed by Zenkai, Trunks, and Red Gotenks. So yeah. Let's see. Hit. Yeah, Hit still doesn't have a team, so it's harder for him to use. However, he's still really good. Next, Goten, still really good. However, it's harder to use him just because you need to use Gohan's, and Sunfam is not the greatest team at the moment. However, he can still do decent damage. Transforming Vegeta, the other Transforming Vegeta is just better. He fits better on his team. However, this Vegeta is no joke. He gets vanished back on vanishing, which is really good, really clutch. His combos last forever, really good. Does a lot of damage, that's about it. Zamasu, okay, sure. He can tank, he can heal, great. Future Gohan, basically just cannon for not Buster G by an insane amount. You can cancel attribute upgrades, which is really good. You can heal, you can tank decently well depending on how many stars you have on him. But yeah, pretty decent. Raditz, again, very simple. Basically just Golden Frieza but worse. However, he does more damage against Regent as well as Saiyans, so I guess you could argue for him to be A tier. His Z ability is really good as well. Yeah, we'll put him and Golden Frieza A tier. Alright, cool. Gohan, Super Saiyan 2, LF Gohan. Sure, it's the same as Goten basically. Team's not the greatest. Having to lose a Goku first to make him do damages sucks. He can tank pretty well. Still does decent damage without that though. So yeah, A is fine. Blue Broly, again, only been in the game once. Harder to tell, but his team's not the greatest movies, so A is fine. Shenron, same thing. Actually thinking about it, since Shenron's really good, he can tank relatively well. He doesn't do damage, which is fine because that's not what he's supposed to do. Paired with Baby, he can heal. Like, yeah, no, I think he's A tier. His Z really is great. He can tank hits relatively well. He can reduce Dragon Balls. He does damage with his blue card to the whole team with his blue. His main's great. Yeah, sure. I think he's A tier. LF Goku, great Z ability. In battle, not the greatest just because he can't tank. He doesn't do that much damage until he gets rolling, which is harder to do. Because if you know how to play against him, you just avoid switching in when he's out there because you're just buffing him. His ultimate is still one of the hardest hitting ultimates in the game, especially with his equip. Has one of the better Z abilities. He still has cover change. His green card sucks. He's such a mid-tier unit. You can put him A, you can put him B, it's your choice. I'll just leave him where he is. Blue Bardock, if it wasn't for his supporting capabilities that he can give to Super Saiyans, he'll be like C, D tier. He's not great on his own, but with his team, he's amazing. So yeah, A is fine. Pod Frieza, He got replaced by Zenkai Cooler. Still does a lot of damage. Very single-minded unit as well. Just damage is the only thing he cares about. Green Cell only been in the game once, so it's hard to tell, but he doesn't do anything special. So yeah, fine. Red entered 18. You could argue she could be A tier. She does have great defensive capabilities. She's very annoying to fight against. She can reduce Dragon Balls. She can increase your card draw costs of her cards. She heals her team on switch out. She's really good. I'll put her A tier, but you can leave her there if you want, just because Female Warriors is the most popular team. Alright, so now we got B tier. Or C tier, whatever you want to call it. Barely usable. Kid Buu, sure. Mai, okay, sure. You could argue Mai can be B tier just because her support capabilities you can give to Trunks, who's one of the best characters in the game. It's really good. She's one of the better Z abilities too. But I wouldn't recommend using her in Fat Battle, so yeah, we'll leave it there. Like I said, Goku, no, he's not C tier, he's B tier at the least. Red 13. Sure, androids have fallen off, so they're basically all just the same. CD. Yellow Gotenks. Yeah, Rage Shots kind of replaced them. He still has a great Z ability, giving HP to high resistance and Fusion Warriors is really good. So yeah, we'll leave him there. Super 17, same thing. He's mid. Below mid, to be honest. I don't know. His team's just not great. Okay. Now we got Green Spirit on Goku. Movies is falling off, but if you actually look at the unit and what he does individually, he's very tanky, can do a lot of damage, has great last standing make capabilities. He basically has a free vanish with his green card. Yeah, he's not C tier, he's B tier. A if you want, but I think he's B, just because his team's falling off. When his team gets better, or if we don't get another green movies character, he'll move up again, but B is fine. Blue Gohan, GT Goku. Yeah, they're all fine. No, GT Goku is B tier. I know Omega's better, so Super Saiyan for Goku, but if you don't have them, he's still good. He's still good enough to be B tier, in my opinion. Red Ginyu, if you have him at 40 stars, he's B tier. I don't know why he's down there. Paikon, okay, sure. Legendary Gohan, okay, sure. He's pretty good, you can use him, but he's not the greatest. Alright, now we're on the bottom tier. The worst of the worst, you know? Alright, this is gonna take a while. Alright, Metal Cooler, no, I think he goes up a bit 1 at least. Yellow Bardock goes up 1. Super 7E goes up 1. Purple Future Goku Black goes up 1. Tapion goes up 1. GT Goku goes up 1. Kukutsu goes up 1. They're all usable. They're just not great, that's all. Like, Metal Cooler can heal the whole team and has healing capabilities. That already makes him usable. It's not like he does nothing for the team. Yellow Bardock still has pretty decent tanking capabilities. He also busts the team on deaths, which is really good. Usable. Super 17 is very disruptive. You could even you could put him on B tier if you wanted to. Like, people criminally underestimate this guy. Yeah, sure, he doesn't do that much damage, but damage clearly isn't his thing. He paralyzes your whole flipping team, which is jarring. His strike card cost goes up insane by him. His green card's jarring. Like, he's just an annoying unit. Like, he's B, a C tier, like, at least. That, if you could play around him, sure, but if you can't, then yeah, he's very annoying. Purple Goku Black, he got replaced by Zamasu. It's fine. His ability is still good. I wouldn't recommend using him, but you can use him. It's not horrible, it's not pitiful. It's not great. Tapion, I made a video on this guy. You guys already know how good he is. I don't know how to explain. He's not supposed to do damage. Just because he says melee type, he's not supposed to do damage. It's simple as. If you look at him as a support type, he's really good. He gives support capabilities to the movie team. He seals your main ability. Imagine you can't use your main ability for 15 seconds and how much that limits you. Imagine you can't use your main ability or your blue card or your green card. Do you know how much that limits you? Do you know how annoying that is? C tier, B tier at least. I put him on B tier just because I've used him recently. He's usable. I don't know why he's there. Also, there's not a lot of red movie in it, so yeah, he's usable. Alright, no, GT Goku next. Okay, GT Goku C tier. He's good, but not that hard to play around. You just have to basically just wait for 60 time attacks to pass, and then he's basically just useless. Kukutsu synergizes is pretty well with her team. She does a lot of damage. She's great. I know Female isn't the best team at the moment, but if you use the team currently, they'll do fine. Ribrian, I said Ribrian's A tier, so, or B tier. They're all B, man. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, you could stay there. Red Goku could stay there. Trunks could stay there. Virus can stay there. Old Trunks could stay there. GTFGR. GTFG is CT. He's okay. Kaken Goku, you can argue, but no. And I'm reading the wrong list, ain't I? Alright, let me go back up. Stupid. Alright, so Nappa has it came back. So forget that. Krillin, no. Kaba, he needs a bit more support. His team, anyway. Deborah, no. Gohan's too old. Chilled, you could argue you could use him, but I wouldn't recommend that. Also, we'll leave him there. His ability is great though. Red Vegeta, no, he's C-tier. You could use him. If you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or any of the Red Vegeta family users, you could use him. He's fine. He heals, does decent strike damage. You can't tank very well, but whatever. Purple Gotenks, not great. Super Trunks, nope. Blue 18, nope. No. Ribrian, oh, I haven't even said Ribrian yet. Yeah, Ribrian's B-tier. I don't know why she's down there. It's like this person's never used Female Warriors before. Heart Virus Goku. Bad. Red Trunks, bad. Vegeta, as I said, C-tier. Let's see. Alright, cool. Kaioken Goku. His ability is really good. In battle, he's not the greatest. You have to have a lot of stars in him. You have to have the Kaioken rolling. So, we'll leave him there. Super Vegeta, no. Green Gotenks. Really due for a Zenkai, because he's probably next, honestly. No. Legendary Piccolo. Until the team gets better, I'll leave him there too. You can argue C tier, but yeah. Actually, no, I will put him on C just because if you put Kid Goku, Trunks, and Piccolo, yeah, that team's pretty strong. Alright, cool. Purple Spirit with Goku, yeah, sure. Yellow Goku, yeah, he doesn't do anything amazing. He just cannon fodder. Just like his team's not that good. So yeah, you could argue C. Red Broly C tier. If you have him at 40 stars, you can still use him. C is not the greatest, but yeah, whatever. Purple Super Titi Goku, no. Vegeta, not Goku. Purple Khalifa C tier. You can still use her, which is not great. Videl, no, she's bad. It Goku, Cooler, Green Ginyu, yeah, they're all C tier. Ginyu could argue C tier just because he holds a green card and his ability is fantastic. Great Saiyaman, no. Ultimate Gohan. Ultimate Gohan, you can argue as well just because he has cover change and obviously being able to nullify mistakes is really good. Not to mention that every time he dodges, he gets a green card. You can use that green card for other hybrid Saiyans like Gohan or Trunks, and it just makes them better. So yeah, you could argue C tier. Kel, the same, C tier as well. Yellow God Vegeta, no, I wouldn't recommend using him. But this is hard. Okay, yeah, you could put him C or you could put him D. It's your choice. No, Legends, no, Goten, no. Yeah. So okay, Bunny Bulma. Yeah, you could argue put her on C as well, just because her Z ability does recluse too much destiny, reduce the cost of blue cards. Hercule, no. Red Cell, no. Hyper Metal Roder, no. Demon King Piccolo, no. Great Saiyaman 1 or 2? Either way, she's trash. Green Bardock, no. Green Broly, C tier. He tanks really well. He's one of the only viable greens on movies as well. That omitting makes him C tier. You can't go anywhere else. Like, he's not bad, but he's not great either. Titan's Jump Shot. Could you bring back this guy's event, please? Purple Broly. Yeah, C tier. You can use him. He's not great, but still does decent damage. Takes a while for him to get rolling because he has to take hits first. So yeah. Yellow Pycon, no. Super Buu, no. Bulma, no. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, no. God Goku, no. Piccolo, no. Janemba, no. Pan, no. 16, no. Vegeta, Scout Vegeta, no. Rosie, C or B, your choice. She doesn't synergize that well with Female Warriors. It's more of a strike based team, but she's still pretty good. Goku, no. Goku, no. And Scout Vegeta, no. Alright, cool, that's it. Thanks you guys so much for watching. It's the first time I've done a video like this. Let me know if you want me to try again. I've got better ideas on how I want to tackle it. So yeah, so this has been Teranzo. Have a good day, and I hope to see you next one. Peace.